The Edmonton Oilers bounced back and tied the series up at 2 games apiece. Now the series moves back to Edmonton for Game 5. Who will win and be 1 game away from the Stanley Cup? We'll talk about it here in this one, guys. Welcome to PuckTime, WagerTalk TV. Andrew and Carmine getting you set for Game 5 after what was a wild Game 4. Carm, you had a very hot take that was looking very cold for majority of the game in Game 4, but it's all about the result. The Oilers get the job done. You said they will tie it up, and that's exactly what they did. For me, I knew Draisaitl would be a big part of that game. I didn't call the game-winning goal, but I did call some shots on goal for him. It was a good night in Game 4 for both of us. Your thoughts overall on that crazy game?
I didn't like it early on, but we had him right where we wanted him. Give him a false sense of security to this Florida Panthers team. Give him a 3-0 lead. All legitimate penalties, because they were high-sticking penalties, and a slew foot by Darnell Nurse, which was a terrible slew foot by him. He's got to be a lot smarter, but you give up a couple of power play goals, and then the one with under a minute left could have been the dagger for the Edmonton Oilers. But man, did they come out in the second period. They put it together and looked good. So I looked at yesterday's video, and I looked at some of the comments I was looking for the contest to see who the contest winners are. But man, some guys were really giving it to me. Carmine's on crack. Carmine's drinking. He's into Prez's edibles. Well, I don't do drugs. I've never done drugs in my life. And that even includes like weed. It's not me. I don't drink when I'm at home. I'll do socially a couple of beers with my friends when I go to the games, but more alcoholic stuff, Andrew. And I was of sound mind. Definitely not edibles either. So with that said, the Oilers, man, they come back. I thought Connor McDavid would have a really good game, and he did. He's not scoring in this series. We're through 4 games now. He has not scored a goal yet, but he's contributing plenty of assists, and we're seeing that market for the Conn Smythe go bounce around again. I think Sam Bennett's now plus money, plus 160, 165. McDavid's at 205 or so. A great game. I saw your takes on social media. I don't blame Stuart Skinner for the most part. Those, they left him out to dry. A couple of power plays for him, and a defensive error on that third goal. But he made some pretty good saves early on as well too. But Calvin Pickard, Andrew, 7-0 in the NHL playoffs, and you got to start him, don't you?
Of course. Calvin Pickard, from about an hour of where I am right now, Carm, it goes to show it's another place that hopefully could have a cup parade if the Oilers get the job done. This Oilers team found a way. It wasn't a nice way of doing it. As you mentioned, they had them right where they wanted them, down 3-0 there. But this team, they proved their resiliency. You mentioned Connor McDavid having a great game, and I agree with you. I think the best thing he did all game, though, Carm, was defensively. They realized we have to stop only using McDavid in the O-zone. If he's your captain, if he's going to be a Stanley Cup champion, this guy needs to take more defensive zone faceoffs. I'd love to see what the advanced stats are, but I think he took more defensive faceoffs yesterday than he has all playoffs long. I'd be shocked if he didn't. They trusted him in their own end more. They realized if he's our best player, he can't just be our best player offensively. He was great defensively. Yes, to answer your question, they have to start Pickard. In the NHL, when a team is not playing well, you can't get rid of all the players. So what do? You fire the coach. Well, in the middle of a game, you can't bench all the players. So what do? You take away the goalie and you put a new guy in. And as they were saying on the Canadian broadcast, what it does is it makes the players feel ashamed. They feel guilty. They look at Stuart Skinner and say, you know what? We gave up 18 shots the first period, 2 power play goals. 1 was a bad turnover by a defenseman. Stu Skinner does not deserve to be on the bench, but we feel guilty because of that. And because of that, they go and respond, tie the game up. I felt crazy when it went to overtime, and Carm couldn't believe that. I was like, oh, it's over. The Oilers go into overtime, and Draisaitl gets the job done. So I think Pickard is the starter. But What's your take on I know you said the assist there for McDavid, but I thought that was one of his best defensive games. You get a goal from Wallman, you get a goal from Nurse. I thought the depth played really well offensively, and McDavid and Draisaitl were really good defensively.
Yeah, and that's the thing with McDavid, which was a big part of this game. And credit to Knobloch when the Oilers took that penalty right at the end of the second period. They had a good minute and a half, I think, to kill in the third period, and he put Connor McDavid out there because you want your speedy guys and guys who are good with their stick, and that's what McDavid is. To be pressing those guys on the boards, if they're going cross ice, he could easily get his stick on it, and all of a sudden he's gone the other way. You're not stopping him. So he plays a 200-foot game, and he plays it extremely well, and he was very good defensively. He got a lot more ice in this game than he did in definitely in Game 3. They really laid the body on him in Game 3. They tried to in Game 4, and they got a few shots on him, but not a lot. And as I said, maybe the full amount of cheat codes weren't there for Connor McDavid, but he had a very good game. I think we all think that if McDavid's going to have a good game, Andrew, that he has to score like 2 goals, have 4 assists, and it's got to be a 6-1 victory for the Oilers. That's not it. You do your part, and you go from there, and he definitely did it. Before I get into a really hot take, which I'm very good at doing, Andrew, we got that deal up here. PuckTime 30 will get you $100 off of a 30-day all access. You'll get it for $199. That's a great deal. It's less than $7 a day, $6.60 a day, and you get every single play from either one of us. If you choose Andrew, you're going to get plays in CFL football, which I'll mention in a second, NHL, and baseball, where you're running well as. And for me, the tournaments kick off tomorrow. The Gold Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup. We have NHL and some baseball and tennis to go as well too. So, with that said, congratulations, a rocking horse winner for you. Rocking horse winner, man. Send me those rocking horse winners because I'm an old dude. I could use that yesterday in the CFL.
It felt good. It felt good, Carm. Where people saw, this team is without their starting quarterback. We have to bet against them. And the fact is, I was getting 3.5 points that ended up closing at 5.5 with a team that's been to the Grey Cup 4 of the last 5 years. And yet, because their starting quarterback wasn't there, they were getting a bunch of points as underdogs. They led the whole game. They win by more than a touchdown, more than 10 points. That's what we want to see. And I'll tell you, for me, as far as the CFL, Carm, I've got a play going tonight, and I'm going to tell everybody what the play is. I got Montreal on the money line at -110 with clients. Currently, that number is -4.5 on the point spread. So if anybody even wants to get involved in the game, they're talking about a point spread of 4.5. So my -110 bet is now -225 on the money line. If anybody got my all access before the season started, in the preseason, or took that 30-day special I had, they got -110 on a team that's now over -200. That's the reason you guys join and get on board. If you think that we're trying to sell you, it's better for us if you buy daily. It's more money in our pockets. We want to help you guys get the best prices possible with these 30-day deals. So PuckTime 30. I'm going to be tailing Carm with all these soccer tournaments. Carm does unbelievable with the tournaments. And I cannot wait for the next few weeks. So, Carm, it's tough because I can't sell the play tonight. -110 to -225. It is what it is, but I'll take that any day of the week, and you just want the clients to be really happy. So, PuckTime 30, guys, is the promo code at wt.buzz/CB or /AM at our profile pages. Carm, back to you.
Yeah, and I want to make, I want to comment on the fact that there was a lot of people that left comments on yesterday's PuckTime video. The show yesterday wasn't live. Today's show is not live. It is, we're taping it around the same time, but it's getting uploaded. Our producer, Dan, Guys, drop a comment in the comment section. Our producer Dan is getting married tomorrow in Laguna Beach. Fantastic guy, Dan, and his wife to be. So let's send them all some well wishes. The person who won, there was a couple close ones as far as even people calling overtime, but Fran Simontacci, he took the Oilers to win 6-5 in overtime. That was pretty close, 5-4. There was a couple others, so I just drew one of the three names in that one. And Andrew, the series price, you said sprinkle a little bit on the Oilers. The series price now is Edmonton minus 115, Florida minus 105. And as soon as the game ended, the series price went up. It was Florida minus 125 from the minus 220 it was at originally, and Edmonton plus 105. And I watched, and some action came at a couple of the sharper books, and that line just plummeted with some Oiler money coming in. So good call on you on the Oilers price there, and the fact that you also a little sprinkle as VR Johnny the Greek, whose birthday was yesterday as well too. He created that sprinkle a little on the money line. So good call by you, Andrew. But with that said, I have a hot take. Are you ready?
Let's hear it, Andrew? Let's hear it today.
Yesterday the Oilers were plus 125. Guys, listen, if you're betting Florida in Game 5, you do not like money. Just go down to your local Red Cross, donate some blood, go to the Salvation Army, donate your money. The Edmonton Oilers are winning Game 5 at home, putting all of the pressure on this Florida Panthers team in Game 6. This team could have folded up like a cheap suit at the end of the first period, and they did not. That is a team that wants to play in the Stanley Cup. That is a team that belongs in the Stanley Cup. And now they're at home where they get the last change, and that's an advantage. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, the rest of the team with a pumped up crowd as well too. Take it now, minus 115, minus 120. You may save 10 cents in juice. This could close at minus 130-ish. Edmonton Oilers, unless you hate money, then you might as well just burn your Florida Panthers money. That is the play on Saturday night.
You were right in Game 4, Carm. We'll see what happens in Game 5, but this Oilers team has been phenomenal at home. And we'll take a look at Calvin Pickard. The fact is 7-0 for him in the playoffs. I think he will be the starter in Game 5, which goes well for your take, Carm. He's telling you guys to don't even bother locking in any tickets on the Florida Panthers. Well, here's my take, Carm. And this is going to shock a lot of people. But I think the Edmonton Oilers hold the Florida Panthers under 2.5 goals. Team total under 2.5 goals for the Florida Panthers. This has been a series of goals. First period over has hit in every game. Full game over has hit in every single game. I am not going to play the full game under, but I'm going to bet on the team total under for the Edmonton Oilers. The best quotes I've seen out of this Oilers team, which is dangerous for a team that's currently tied, is that we haven't even played our best yet. When we play our best, we know what type of team that we can be. Right now, you can lock in team total under 2.5 goals plus 125 on the Florida Panthers. Not only will the Oilers have success, but I think they'll have success defensively as well and only allow 2 goals. They allowed 3 goals in the first period. Or first handful of, 25, 30 minutes, Carm? This team went down big time. To me, when I look at this back at home ice for the Oilers, the emphasis is going to be on the defense. So plus 125, I'm shopping for a plus price bet. I think I found one. Team total under for the Florida Panthers. As you mentioned, the series will go back to Florida. They'll have to win that one to send it to a Game 7. Back in Edmonton, Carm. It's going to be super exciting. Yesterday, we cashed some prop bets. I mentioned Lindell. He scores a goal, the 3rd goal of the game. We talk about some guys that continue to make money. Well, the shots on goal props with Reinhart, we talked about Draisaitl, Evan Bouchard, some of these guys. I'll tell you what, I'll be looking back at Draisaitl again for the shots on goal props. I think he's somebody to look at. And unfortunately, as much as it pains me to say it, Brad Marchand, he had kind of a quiet game yesterday, Carm, which means I would probably go back to him for a point in the next game over in Edmonton. He likes being that pest. He's a good road player. He likes being that kind of enemy number one guy. I wouldn't be shocked to see him get on the board with a point as well. And then Nugent Hopkins, he seems injured. He seems banged up, but he stepped up in a big way in game 4, and I think he will be crucial again. So I will do a little sprinkle on Nugent Hopkins' goal and Nugent Hopkins' anytime point.
All right, Andrew. Listen, I like those plays. The shot props yesterday were I think pretty good as well too. I had one for clients on McDavid because he was plus money on over 3.5. And if my narrative is that he's going to have a big game for the team, he's going to be shooting on goals. So I think he ended up with either 5 or 4. Definitely 4 for sure, which is good enough to cash the ticket. Just a couple things to mention real quickly. As I said, the PuckTime swag winner was Franz Simontacci. If I pronounced your name right or incorrect, I apologize, but it does sound Italian. It could be Argentinian as well too. But send a message to one of the M's, Melissa or Missy, at support@wagertalk.com. They'll get your info to me. I'm taking off right after the show, Andrew, to pick up the shirts that are finally ready. I'm hoping for, listen, I don't want this series to end in 6 games, Andrew. I want 7 games. And it's because I'm selfish, guys. I'm going to be in Vegas next Friday. I want to be watching Game 7. There's nothing like Game 7 hockey, and especially if that game goes to overtime in Edmonton. Can you imagine a Game 7 overtime while you're in Vegas? That's fantastic.
Electric.
I'm also going to be doing, follow me on my channels at Carmine Bianco WT on the X, my Instagram as well too, Carmine Bianco WT, and TikTok. And I'll tell you why. I am going to be doing 24 hours of gambling. Ooh. I am going to do a little video log, 24 hours of gambling at Circa. It's going to go everywhere from sports bets. Well, I'll post my tickets, sweat the games, to playing some table games, to playing some slots, to gambling with my friends on what drink the bartender will serve us, to the cabana in the morning and what color hair the person takes care of our cabana is wearing. We are going to bet on pretty much everything, and there'll be a running tab on the video to show you how I'm doing. It is going to be an absolutely fun time, and I am going to be doing a rock, paper, scissors with a special guest. I'm not going to tell you. Andrew's not going to tell you, but you'll have to see it on the video. So follow me on the social media channels. You're absolutely going to love this video. And if you're watching them when they get posted, you'll get to see some of the plays and maybe take them as well too and sweat along with me. So with that said, Andrew, I've given you my take on Game 5. I will let you close it out. And that's a great deal, guys. Take advantage of that PuckTime 30. Knock $100 off a 30-day all access. I have a ton of plays already loaded for these soccer tournaments and a lot more to come. NHL, I'm going to have play and props. I had a 4% on Edmonton last night plus money. I'm happy about that. And 2 out of 3 props cashed as well too. So a ton of plays for me, Andrew.
Carm, as crazy as it is, they give them a 2-day break in Florida, but it's only a 1-day break when they're traveling back to Edmonton. You got to love it, but you know the NHL wants the spotlight. Saturday night hockey, Stanley Cup Finals. They can't really make it any better than that, so I cannot wait for that. Let it stew. Let your opinions kind of settle here, guys. Make your decisions, and we hope you guys find yourselves a winner. We hope we can lead you in the right direction. So comment below what you guys end up taking, your props, sides, totals, whatever it is. You can find Carmine and myself, WagerTalk.com. But more importantly than just getting one singular pick, use that promo code PuckTime30, 30-day all access for $199. We're here with you all year, guys. in the fall, in the winter, in the spring. You guys know, and we do a lot more sports than just hockey. Take advantage. Join us. Let's make some money together. Wishing you all a great and profitable weekend. We'll see you guys next time.